In today's video, I've got one betting pick for every NBA game, sportsbooks, pick'em, parlay, and we're going to talk MLB. Loaded show today on Bets for Breakfast. Let's get started with the first game. Oddshopper.com showing us the Miami Heat are laying 9.5 points on the road against the Wiz. One team trying to battle for playoff seeding. The other is tanking for draft stock. Miami missing 3 wings, including Andrew Wiggins, and the Wizards literally missing anybody that matters. They're also not playing Jordan Poole in the fourth quarter, hasn't done so in a week. Now we're going to get probably 8 to 9 man rotation in Miami, so that should open up some value. Let's see what we can find. Now, I don't love it here, I really don't, but MySpartyEdge.com, I'm looking at Davion Mitchell and I'm looking at his assists. He's been averaging just under 10 potential assists per game last 4 games. A lot of passes going through him right now. He's just getting a ton of minutes and he's racking up some good steals totals as well. He's playing good defense, and now he gets the bumbling and stumbling and tanking Wizards. Yeah, I could see him getting a couple steals today, over 1.5 steals plus 155 if you like it. I could see him racking up 6+ assists tonight as well. You're getting 32, 36, 32, 36, so on and so forth. He's playing the minutes you need. The matchup is great, and he's going to get the minutes because of all the injuries right now in the Heat. Now, this is going to be one of those things, I'm telling you the truth, I ain't betting on it. My money's not going here. I'm just not doing it. But I am making 1 pick per game. There it is. Let's move on. There's better picks today to talk about. All right, here's a good one. We got the Kings on the road against the Pacers. Kings got blown out last game, and now we're getting Sabonis season. Yeah, I think we're going to get him going nuclear tonight. So a few angles we're going to talk about there. And then on the other side, is Tyrese Haliburton going to get back to that 10+ assist mark that he was banging away every single game after the All-Star break, and then ran into 2 opponents here where he had a blowout and the other one just not many assists, 4 assists and 3 assists in the last 2. Let's go over there and look at him, MySpartyEdge.com. So let's type in Hallie, and we're going to just open up his player card and check out his assists. And there you go. I mean, kind of crazy. I'm going to slide the line down to 9.5. You could see, I mean, he was just banging out winner after winner here. Here's the 15 games going back. Right here was the first game All-Star, post-All-Star break, Memphis. He had 9, then he had 12, 15, 11, 10, so on and so forth. A big old stretch here of so many, 11 in a row, and then 6 against Washington blowout. And then last game against Oklahoma only had 3. And are we going to get back to 11+, 10+ assists? I think we do in this matchup. The Kings defense is wretched, so put that on your short list. I think the 3-point market for him also is heating up a bit, so over 2.5 potentially on the short list. But I think where we really are going to butter our bread today is going to be on Domantas Sabonis, and I'm going to go to his rebounds market. Yeah, I like it a lot tonight. 12.5. You can see it's juiced right now, so you'll have to potentially play a combo market. I woke up thinking, you know what, it's Sabonis season, give me the points. And then I was starting to look at his logs and thinking to myself, okay, is this just him coming back from injury? And then I went deeper and I looked at him alongside the current 5. That's when we got Levine, DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and of course, Malik Monk. Now, Monk has not been starting. He's been coming off the bench the last 2. And I am looking at Sabonis rebounds today over 12.5. I think is potentially the best spot. He went bonkers rebounds-wise against the Pacers earlier this season. I'm going to type in IND. Up it'll pop. You can see 31 minutes against them on December 22nd. And in that game, he had 21 rebounds. Oh, my goodness. So for me, I'm kind of off the points after I looked a little bit deeper. I think the RA potentially in play as well. I mean, look at the assists. You know, you've always got massive upside, 9, 7, 12. And we saw this much more in the beginning of the season when he was averaging over 6 assists per game. And it's since then has cooled off for sure. And I think a lot of that had to do with Malik Monk being in the starting lineup, and he just had more assists. Monk had such a higher assist percentage in the starting 5 than when he came off the bench. And I think that ate away from Sabonis. But with Monk back on the bench, we've seen 6 against Portland, 4 against Orlando, very tough defense, and give up, I think, the second least points per game in the NBA behind the Thunder. So it's not like, you know, assist opportunities were going to be immense there. I think the RA today is in play for Sabonis at 19.5. I believe this morning was 18.5, so we missed out. So for me, that 1 pick for this game is going to be Sabonis over 12.5 rebounds. Now, real quick, up on the screen, I'm showing you 3 different photos. Number 1, this is the recap from my premium weekend. Yeah, that's right, my VIP. It's MLB season. That's where the volume's going to be. You can see my NBA premium picks went 3-1, but my MLB went 8-2. Yes, if you did not know, MLB was my sport for the past 2 years, the most units profit, the highest ROI, the most volume, It's my betting sport. It's my best betting sport and 2-year track record at this point. It's just so much data. You get a lot of really good plays at plus odds. I love it. So if you want that, there's a free trial down below. It's the Donuts Picks link. First link, grab that. You can access it, and you'll also get access to my other staff. You can see the other 2 photos where I've got staff going bonkers. I might edit in a few more there. And there's the Discord channels and what you get access to on top of the Ad Shopper app, where you get my personal picks as well as my personal picks inside Discord. Oh, and if you like MLB, I do post some MLB cheat sheets for betting, like Nerfy, no runs first inning cheat sheets on Twitter, as well as a long shot parlay every day called the Daily Send It. All sorts of stuff I post on X. You can find me at DFSN Donuts. All right, back to oddshopper.com. We've got Clippers on the road against the Magic, laying 2 points. This one's an interesting one for the game itself, but goodness gracious, the Clippers defense absolutely elite when fully healthy. Kawhi Leonard, everything to do with that. An all-NBA team defensive player several years during his prime. And then the Magic, just such a boring team, grind out the game. They're they're like a college team, shooting the ball 3 seconds on the clock every possession. They play tight defense. It's tough. It's tough out there. So I'm a little worried, but I think the one spot you potentially can sit there and feel a little bit good about yourself, there's a couple of spots, and we need to review them both. It's going to be around some of the superstars on their teams, or I guess the stars or ascending stars like Paolo Banchero. And then one thing that's going to be an issue today is Cole Anthony finally going to play? He's finally not doubtful, and he's only questionable. So if he plays, I mean, Paolo Banchero's line are going to get wrecked, in my opinion. And I think a lot of the unders would be really nice, because he is just not the same player with Cole Anthony in the lineup. Been covering this and highlighting this all season. The PR has been bad, bad, bad. Now the matchup, terrible. I'm looking today at probably taking, if Cole Anthony is back, his assist under 4.5. You're going to get really good odds there. You could probably even go points and assist under if we have Kawhi Leonard fully active today and Cole Anthony being active. Again, this morning video is very difficult. I'm not making officials. I'm just not. It's too early to tell. You're waiting on so much news. But those are some plays to think about. On the other side, I think this is where we start to run into some serious value. One of these plays is on James Harden and not widely available. You actually have to get this on Pick'em apps throughout the day. It's his 4.5 free throw line. This is the most goofy thing I ever see. Every single day, this opens up at 4.5 on every single Pick'em app and ESPN Bet. And I'll tell you right now, I can't bet on free throws on ESPN Bet in my state. For whatever reason, it's not allowed, despite the fact that they show it to me. It's the biggest tease I've ever ran into on a sports book. For you all, if you have access to this, and you have access to a Pick'em app that has this, which I know a lot of the Pick'em apps will add this after the morning, okay? Usually noonish, afternoon. So hang tight. But when this goes live, this 4.5 free throw line has been irrelevant. I went back. I was looking at like the pace of play, the opposing defenses. Does not really matter. He takes it to the rack so frequently that he just gets fouled. And this is a big contract year for James Harden. So you're seeing him give it his all. I mean, he laid a ton of money. It was like a $160 million contract. And he said, no, thanks. I'm going to bet on myself. And he signed a 2-year, $70 million contract with the Clippers. And I think this is his opportunity to try to get that Supermax deal after this season. And you're seeing him play some pretty good ball. Some of the best ball we've seen James Harden play in years at age 35 or 36. But that free throws made, lock it in as my favorite play in this game. It's not even a question. I don't care about the pace. I don't care about the opponent. He's just getting in the line enough. And I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at the free throws. Okay, yeah, he missed, but that was a blowout against the Nets. Only played 29 minutes, had 3 free throws. But 6 attempts, 8 attempts, 10 attempts, 11 attempts, 9, 6. He made 5 of them. Thank you. 13, 9, 8, 9, 20, 11. And here's a 4. But literally, we are at 5+ in virtually every game going back to February 13th, other than those 2 where he didn't have 5, and he went 3 for 3 in both those games. So you have so much opportunity. Just give me the over 4.5 free throws made for James Harden, and let's move on. Jazz at the Hornets. Actually like 2 plays in this game. Filipowski, we've banged home his points, his threes before, and also today I like Keyonte George. Keyonte George, excuse me. Let's go look at him right now. So the Hornets are missing everyone under the sun. They've got guys out left and right, and so do the Jazz. Jazz, no Clarkson, no Markkanen, no Collins, so on and so forth. If Colin Sexton sits today. George is going to end up being the lock of the year. I kid you not. Unbelievable hit rate. Over in 5 of 5 games for the PRA without those guys. And Sexton also needs to be out for that. But even with Sexton, he's hit the over in 80% of the games with those other 3 out. And, we'll look at it right now. For the points at 16.5, you're getting on some books. Oh, that's the under. I want the over. 16.5, you're getting on a lot of books. I think you could probably take that now and not even think twice. This is my favorite play of this game, regardless of whether or not Sexton plays. And you're seeing him lately play a lot more. And by the way, he started the second half last game. That's right. Literally came out of halftime starting. So I don't know what they're going to do here. And you're seeing Colin Sexton not get minutes, very many minutes in the fourth, or even in the third, not playing fourth for multiple games. So they're not going to, waste him with an injury or, their lottery draft stock by playing Sexton and letting him go nuclear and they win games. They don't want to win games. Neither do Hornets. So this is a tank battle. I can see Keyonte George getting 35 or so again, like he did last game. This is where you run into trouble where, they are just trying to protect their draft picks. And they're like, oh, George, get him out of the lineup. So I like it. I like it, though. Over 16.5 points, my favorite spot in this game. But again, I do not like officials for NBA today. I just don't. I've already posted 2 officials for MLB. I'm not wasting my money on end-of-season NBA in a tank battle game. Celtics on the road against the Grizz. This is an interesting one. 236.5 point total. We've got 2 really good teams here. Ja Morant is back. I like 2 bets in this game. Let's go right to them. No time to waste. And by the way, if you're liking the pace of today's show, you got to tell me, you got to show me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and run up the comments down below. Help me. Jason Tatum. I like him today for his rebounds and assists against the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier this season, he went absolutely bonkers. 13.5 RA, minus 138. I'll sip that juice. Take it, minus 110 if you want better odds. I do not care. Tatum on the road against the Grizz. Check this out. So not only have, that's PA. Not only have the RA been better, a part of it's because they are missing bodies almost every single game. They continue to decide to rest somebody. And Jaylen Brown actually dealing with a little bit of I believe, a hip injury. They're not going to waste him. I don't know. He's questionable tonight. I don't know if they'll run him if he's not 100%. Any of these guys, Porzingis, they're all threats to sit on any given night. It hasn't even been like, oh, it's the first leg of a back-to-back. No. They're sitting guys even when they don't have a game the next day at this point. So they've played 3 games since the All-Star break with their actual starting 5. How crazy is that? There's been at least 1 player in the starting 5 rested every single game other than 3. It was like, February 23rd, March, I think like 19th and March 27th or something. I mean, literally 3 games they've had the starting 5 in there. Kind of crazy. So anyways, at 13.5, I mean, this has been a cash play all season for the most part. But here's where I love it. The pace of play against Memphis. Oh, they're such a fast-paced team. Look at the RA that he had against them earlier this season. 13 boards, 9 assists, almost had a triple-double, 22 RA in that game. Jason Tatum over 13.5 RA. Actually, one of my favorite plays of the night. On the other side, Ja Morant's going to get that single coverage against Boston, and Ja Morant's in a good spot tonight as well. Specifically, I like his points, and I like his points and assists. Now, I do not tend to take plays against Boston because they can run away with it because they shoot freaking 60% of their shots from 28 feet. So if they get hot from the outside, a guy like Ja Morant, 25 minutes, he's out of the game. They're down by 25 in the fourth. He's not touching the floor. So a little nervous about that. That being said, second game with their new head coach, he had 1 million rebounds and assist opportunities in just 31 minutes in that first game. He took 23 field goal attempts. That is crazy. 23 field goal attempts. I like him today for probably just his PA, if you're going to take anything. We cashed his 6+ assists last game. Actually tailed a person on Twitter, Opto EV Picks, one of my buddies. They posted that in Discord as well. So I used that and parlayed it with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30+ points for a very nice parlay. But I like Ja Morant tonight. New system, new coach, over 30.5 PA. I mean, heck, he hasn't even needed to run a ton of minutes. You're just starting to get prime Ja Morant, which, if he can stay healthy some year, he's going to be top 5 MVP voting for sure. There's no doubt in my mind it's the second coming of Derrick Rose right here. Just needs to stay healthy. And I think he can, if this game stays competitive today, it's a glorious looking play in my opinion. All right, multiple games left here. Bulls, 15.5-point dogs on the road against Thunder. Listen, you're going to make me choose something, I know, because that's the show. It's one pick in every game, but I want nothing to do with this game. Literally, if I'm taking one thing, I don't know how to bet on it. First off, the Bulls 9-2 in their last 11 games. Thunder don't need to win and potentially rest somebody. You never know. They're very similar to Boston. They're just not starting guys. There's no reason to. Kevin Huerter's out. Trey Jones is out. Lonzo Ball is doubtful. Josh Giddey's questionable. Like, there's so many people. Coby White over 23.5 points. I mean, you can just blindly run him out there again. But again, he's going to run into the grindhouse of the Thunder's defense. We don't know who's going to be there, though. Chet and Hartenstein are both questionable. Do what you want with this. I think maybe we can run Coby White blindly at 23.5 points. I'll show you why. It's just been glorious for the past 15 games. And it has to do with Lonzo Ball being out. When Lonzo's out, Coby goes off. When Lonzo is in, I don't bet on Coby White. So 23.5 minus 113. My favorite play from the game, but honestly, I ain't betting it. I'm not betting any of these. I just want to reiterate, this show is for you, hopefully to help you out. My premium picks today will be in Discord, and they're going to be MLB focused. By the way, turn your noties on for my YouTube. I might have an MLB video. I'm going to try to do it today. I'm going to try to have 2 different content pieces go out daily for 2 different sports. So going to need your help, though. Run up the like, subs, comments, and of course, I need your noties on so you don't miss the MLB video. But real quick, we'll look at Coby White's player card for you, and you can see, goodness gracious, 15 games. Matchups have been irrelevant. It's popped off against good defenses like Cleveland. It does not matter. He's just getting so many minutes. And then the field goal attempts, 16, 20, 22, 17, 18, 18, 19, 21, 24, 20, 28 down here against Orlando. Again, that's a game right there where you're like, don't bet it against Orlando. No way. Second best defense in the NBA, slow-paced team, blah, blah, blah. And then against Orlando, my guy went bonkers for 44 points. So that's the thing. It's like you could play some of these guys and not be concerned just because it has to do with their volume, time of the court. But if this game is not competitive, none of these guys are playing. So shortlist it. Again, I'm not betting. Nets are, bad. They're tanking. The Mavericks playing for playoffs, I don't know how good they are. I think we have one play in this game we can look at. It's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. His assists have been really nice, and he's actually done really well with Anthony Davis back, despite the fact that Anthony Davis really ain't doing too much, but he's helped this offense out immensely. Problem here, though, today, as you're seeing it, is, the books have caught on now and they're starting to adjust. So his assist market is crazy high. So for me, in fact, this game, despite the fact that they're probably going to win, despite the fact that we got AD for a lot of minutes, I think for me, I like Dinwiddie under 8.5 assists today. That's just a high number, a very high number. And when you're looking at it, it's juiced to the under, but you're getting it here on BetMGM. And look at Hard Rock, minus 115. Oh my goodness, that's glorious. So, you probably want to parlay this with something if you don't have Hard Rock or BetMGM minus 135. These are pretty juicy. I don't like to drink the juice this high. So you might want to parlay that with another play. Maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 25 plus points, which has hit in 45 of 47 games or something. Like I posted that in Discord not too long ago. Like that's one of the best parlay pieces you can use night in and night out. But there you go. There's your short list play. Again, like this, I'm telling you now, fam, it's so tough to bet on the NBA right now. Like, good luck with it, man. Good luck. By the way, if you just want to reiterate that PrizePicks MLB on Sunday, we had a guy tracking inside Discord. MLB picks on PrizePicks went 22-7. Insane. And I'm just reading it off. Unders as well for NBA, 20-12. So if you're going to be playing any type of NBA plays for PrizePicks, unders seem to be the way to run it. And that's using this tab down here, PrizePicks Optimizer. These went 22-7 for MLB, both overs and unders. And then NBA, unders went 20-12. So use the optimizer. That's the My Spurry Edge link down below. I think you'll enjoy yourself. It's a very easy to use tool, and I'll show it at the end of this video if you hang around. Moving on, last game, Rockets on the road against the Lakers. Lakers laying 4.5 points at home. They have the 3rd best home record in the NBA. 2 plays I like in this one. First off, Lakers minus 4.5. Lakers money line. I think you can run either one if you like them. Doncic at 28.5 points. I like a lot. in this matchup. Should get single coverage all game. And what's his line now? 29.5. So it's moved. Still there on sleeper. So let's run it on sleeper today. Minus 143. Alt line it everywhere else if you want, or just take it at 29.5. It's been a great line. This number is very similar to like SGA around that 29.5, 28.5, where when you get it, you just take it. And it's not like he hasn't had the volume. Goodness, 18 field goal attempts against Memphis, 12 free throws, and had 29 points. Cashed the over 28.5 on sleeper again. And then the game against Chicago, I mean, he took 22 field goal attempts and played 38 minutes. You're telling me you're going to give me 38 minutes and 20 shots and almost a dozen free throw attempts? I don't care if he's missed against Chicago or not. I like this line. I'm taking it. 28.5 on sleeper, 29.5 on sportsbook. Let's take a look at the PrizePicks NBA optimizer, see what we got cooking here. Isaiah Collier, under 6.5 assists, 3.62%. Man, taking unders on Collier at the end of the season, always fun. Juice to high heaven on most sports books, and PrizePicks giving you a fixed payout after for your flex fives. That is the number one mathematical play on the board. Do what you want. That information. Spencer Dinwiddie under 3.5 assists right there as well. I do try to fade these ones when I think FanDuel has the lowest line out of the ones that we are showing for you. Coby Jones over 10.5 points and assists. You got a couple sports books to reference, but if you want to go look at this stuff, of course, you can always click on their name and look at all of this stuff and this data if you'd like. Coby Jones going to get minutes tonight. Again, we talked about it a little bit in the beginning. Washington just sitting everybody. No Brogdon. Jordan Poole not playing the fourth. Coby Jones finally getting run for them. So I like it a lot. I like it. I think that's a really good play. But again, when you're using the optimizer, nothing here has to do with research. It's just based on the odds and taking out the VIG and things like that. So, don't be too concerned about what you see research-wise. It's just irrelevant information. It really is. All right, let's go over to Underdog. And if you do not have an account over there, use code DONUTS right now. Get up to $1,000 deposit bonus cash. All these picks I talked about, you can use over there. The best part, though, is you get a free pick when you use code DONUTS. You sign up, you get your deposit bonus up to $1,000, and you get a free pick. So you're getting the world with that code DONUTS. I'm telling you right now, go use it. And inside Discord, we have 10 plus cappers in my Discord, and you'll probably get a half dozen Underdog entries daily, and we cover so many different projections daily in there as well. So we've talked about a lot of plays today. You have a lot of options. I mean, you can wait for some of the different projections to open up. Like, I don't see Sabonis rebounds. I love Sabonis rebounds today. Wait for it to open up and grab it later. Ja Morant, I love his points today. Heck, you could take the 19.5 and just run that at 0.73 with your free pick today if you want to alt it. You have so many great options here. And again, I love the RA today, 13.5 for Jason Tatum. Wait for that to drop and run it there. I think that's a fine opportunity. Heck, we could go straight to some of the GOATs like Luka and grab Luka at 29.5 since I love him. Hey, even at the 26.5, 8-1, that's a really good projected multiplier. You could run that out there and grab Coby White if Coby White is your favorite play. I'm just saying, I'm not telling you what to do here. I'm just trying to find you some different ways to use some of these plays. I'm going to be real with you, though. I've got some MLB bangers today, and I think that we have a really good opportunity to stay hot in MLB. 8-2 this weekend. Kumar Rocker, when he comes out later, I'm telling you right now, Kumar Rocker, one of my favorite plays today. His strikeouts projections likely going to open at 4.5. I'm going to bang home that higher pick there. He had elite stuff in the minor leagues. Literally, we're talking like 13 to 16 strikeouts per 9 rates over 2.5 years in the minors. Comes up to the MLB level just under 11K per 9, a K percentage about 26%. Elite stuff. I mean, he's nasty on the mound, and I think we're going to get a good opportunity here at 4.5 strikeouts to bang home the higher on his projection. So wait for Kumar Rocker. That's how you spell his name for the Rangers, Rockeer. When he comes out today, there's my favorite pick of the MLB slate thus far. 8-2 MLB this season. I just call them my MVIPs, huh? My VIPs have been really enjoying themselves, whether they're tailing Fire inside Discord, Golden Boomer, Goal, Butcher for MMA, myself for MLB. I mean, my team inside my Discord is very good. We win a lot of money for people, and we win a lot of money ourselves, and hopefully we can help you out as well. Thank you for watching today's video. Again, notice on. I don't want you to miss the MLB video. Hopefully able to get that out right after this one. Take care, my friends. Grab those 2 VIP links down below. I'm telling you right now, they're most affordable things in the industry. $10 with the code down below for the optimizer, the Discord bot, the research picks and all that. My goodness, $10 for your first month is insane. The first link though, $15 for your first 30 days, or you can use a 3-day free trial for the VIP Discord for all my cappers and my betting pick. No matter what, great values down below. Grab those links and I'll see you again tomorrow morning, Monday through Friday. I am here. Let's get paid.